ESMIK and the Mystical Bamboo Rod. Episode 1. The Fall and the Find. Tacloban, Visayas, a humble province cradled between dense forests and an untamed sea. Life here moved slow. Boats creaked gently in the tide, chickens clucked in distant backyards, and the salty wind carried the scent of both struggle and survival. In a tiny nipa house near the shoreline lived ESMIK, a 20-year-old fisherman with calloused hands, sunburnt cheeks, and a heart fuller than his pockets. His family, Nana Ima, Tata Ita, and his two younger sisters, Lucia and Nita, depended on the sea, casting their hopes into its waves daily. ESMIK loved fishing. It wasn't just survival, it was his connection to the world. Though he couldn't swim, no matter how many times he tried since he was a child, he still helped in the only way he could, by casting his line from shore or joining other villagers' boats when there was space. That morning, the usual spots were already full. Boats were taken, and the tide was shifting. So, with his rod in hand and determination in his heart, ESMIK walked toward the cliffs east of the village, an area whispered about but rarely used. The rocks were sharp, the current below dangerously strong, and fishermen avoided it for good reason. But ESMIK wasn't looking for easy. He climbed down the rocky slope carefully, sweat trickling down his brow, as his slippers slipped slightly on mossy stone. Then, crack! His foot gave way. Ouch! ESMIK tumbled down a short but steep descent, landing hard onto the rocky shoreline. Dust swirled around him as he groaned and sat up slowly, brushing off dirt from his elbows and feeling a sting in his knees. His fishing rod snapped in half. Frustrated, he leaned back against the curved roots of a leaning coconut tree, trying to catch his breath. "Oh my, I'm wasting my time today," he muttered, disappointed. As he rested, his palm brushed something under the sand. Something long, smooth. Curious, he dug a little and uncovered a thin bamboo branch, half buried near the tree. It was plain and weathered, the color slightly darker than ordinary bamboo. ESMIK looked at it skeptically. This is better than nothing. He tied the nylon thread from his broken rod to the bamboo's tip. It was light, flexible, and about the right length. Taking a deep breath, he walked to the water's edge and cast his line into the surf. The hours ticked by slowly, the waves crashed noisily, gulls squawked overhead. The wind was harsh, but the rod bent, again and again and again. By the first hour, ESMIK had caught 10 fish, fat, shiny, and strong. His jaw nearly dropped. Whoa, what is this? In his years of fishing, even on good days, he only ever caught 2 or 3 from shore. The other villagers barely caught anything here. And now, 10 fish in just 1 hour? He looked at the bamboo branch, now resting beside him. Its surface slightly warm to the touch. But he shook the thought away. Maybe I'm just lucky today. I've got a new fishing spot now. Grinning wide, he packed his catch into a worn-out basket, his heart full and his stomach growling. He didn't think twice about leaving the bamboo rod behind, leaned up neatly under the coconut tree where he had found it. After all, it was just a temporary fix, right? He walked home with his broken rod, and a heart unusually light. That night, the family feasted on fresh fish. Lucia and Nita giggled as they bit into crispy fish nani. Ima clapped her hands in joy. "Hey, ESMIK, you're our lucky charm today." She smiled, rubbing ointment on his bruises. But ESMIK, lying in bed later with aching arms and thoughts spinning, couldn't stop replaying that moment. The rod, the fish, the ease of it all. Still, he didn't want to hope too much. Outside, the waves lapped the shore gently. Back under the cliffside coconut tree, the bamboo rod stood silently in the moonlight, waiting. Thank you so much for watching the very first episode of ESMIK and his mystical bamboo rod. Your support means the world, and it's just the beginning. In the next episode, The Forbidden Love, our protagonist discovers the value of the rod and Eula, Don't miss what happens next. If you enjoyed the adventure, leave a like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you're the first to witness ESMIK's adventure. See you in part 2.